live stream.
What's up, guys?
Got myself here. We got Mr. Aiden in the booth.
Heyo.
Hey, we got this going again.
Nice.
Yo!
You almost hit the want.
I did almost second guess myself, but you know what? Today is not the day to second guess. Today is the day to pick up pocket queens on the first hand. Mr. The Gambler, looking down at pocket queens under the gun. We're running a 1-2 game tonight.
And Pokerface Superman in his range is Ace King. He does
First hand, classic coin flip.
He does raise to 17. 3-bet there to 52. The not gambler, I think, gonna not gamble here.
He may not gamble.
He will not gamble.
He didn't. He didn't at all. And Mr. Sari over here got the ace-9 offsuit, completely dominated by Pokerface Superman, who just goes all in for 200.
Shoves it.
Why not? Keep calm and bluff on. Of course, we know he is not bluffing.
He has it.
He's got it this time.
Let's say Chris. I mean, yeah, you have to call. You have to shove here. You can maybe call the 3-bet with Ace King and see where you're at, but just shove it.
That is true.
I think they end up running it twice.
Hey, we got Ham in the chat. Oh, man. Ham, that was supposed to be all air horns all the time. Ace comes out right on the flop. First card there. That'll give Pokerface Superman the board.
And they are running it twice.
And it looks like we will see another board. Will it be a chop? More than likely.
We'd have to see. Was he at 5 outs now?
Now, the gambler is...
Ooh.
Whoa, wait a second. Always a sweat.
Never want to see a queen.
And there it is.
Choppa, choppa.
Choppa, choppa, choppa. And they're going to chop up those pre-flop bets. Miss Lauren here in the booth, getting things ready. I got to tell you, we're doing some pretty cool things here. We got the road to Vegas on right now. Any tournament with a 5K guarantee, you heard that right. We've got multiple 5K guarantee tournaments running weekly. Any of those tournaments, you'll win points. Those points will put you on the road to Vegas. Just win one of two $10,000 main event seats to the WSOP main event, the biggest poker game, I think, ever.
Yeah,
for me and my money.
And you know, so you get put into the champions if you get first, and if you don't get first, you don't even have to sweat. You get points.
That's right. 100%. Yeah, you get a lot of points. We'll take the top 9 point leaders for the road to Vegas. Put you in a single table tournament, a little sit and go to see who wins one of the seats. And if you win first place, you are already entered into the Tournament of Champions, which will give away another seat. We got Megan Menendez in the chat. KoJack's is the best. I'm not surprised there are so many good games and so many good live streams. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Megan.
It is the best. I think the best poker in the world, but maybe I'm a little biased.
A little.
Now, it looks like Gambler actually second place here with the pair of threes. Sorry, got the pair of jacks.
Yeah.
Jesse JC with the aces. He's got the ace of spades. Now, here's where I think the mistake is being made. He's not all in.
Yeah.
You look down at the ace of spades, you got to go all in.
It's immediate.
Immediate. And we are down to top pair versus second pair. Uh-oh. Another spade. Now, Jesse holding the ace of spades.
Sorry, holding a 4 as well, including 2 spades.
Yeah, he's got a combo draw, as we call that, along with a pair. You'll notice 32% equity seems high for second pair, but unfortunately that drops down to 0% on the river, as it is a 7 of hearts. 95 in the pot.
Calls.
Jesse betting 15, getting one more value bet in before all is said and done. 110 headed his way. 64 in profit for Mr. Jesse JC. Sipping on what looks like maybe a Pepsi, maybe a Bud Light. I don't know.
I think it's a Pepsi.
Okay.
Kid friendly.
Kid friendly, sure.
Might even be a brisk at a good angle.
It could be. Mr. Tanner's certainly sipping on a brisk. Those are tasty, man. Those are really good. I do enjoy the canned iced teas, especially as sweet as those things are.
You know, growing up in the South, sweet tea is a staple. I went to school in Wisconsin, my grandma would bring her own sweet tea to restaurants. Oh, y'all don't carry sweet tea? Don't worry. I got my own.
That is an interesting accent you have there, Aiden. I assume it is from Wisconsin now.
You sick, sick man.
Raphael looking down at King 10 under the gun. Barney with the ace deuce +1, suited. And here's where he's making a mistake. He's not going all in.
With the ace of spades.
You got to use that ace of spades to your advantage. There's only one in the deck. I guess you could say that about any card, but
True.
I prefer the ace of spades. It is the prettiest card in the deck, according to most.
Oh, I got some hands here. Queen, Jack, King 10, Ace 2, Jack 10.
We are off to a nasty start to this game. We got a lot of action already.
So who raised here? Raphael raised, and everybody just calls. No raises.
Everybody calling. 52 in the middle, 9-8 tray on the board, 2 clubs.
Pretty blank.
Pretty blank, yeah. We got a queen of clubs out there in not gambler's hand. We got a 10 of clubs in Raphael's hand and a jack of clubs in the gambler's hand.
I'm about to say best hand, probably Jack 10.
Yeah.
Has the backdoor heart, has the
Up and down straight draw.
up and down.
He be drawing.
He be drawn.
And there's Mr. Corey, floor supervisor extraordinaire for the day.
There's me. Walking back.
by. And we are on a 15-minute delay to protect the integrity of the game, so you might get a couple of cameos from myself or from Mr. Aiden.
Not gambler. Hits it.
Yeah, not gambler. Hits his gutter ball right there, and Florida makes a pair. He's going to bet it to the tune of $45. Not gambler. Immediate shove. I was going to ask you, Aiden, what would you do in that spot? But I think not gambler is not gambling here.
Yeah.
Got his mind made up.
It's polarizing. It's either he has it or he doesn't, and I think he has it.
That is
But
a very...
I know he has it.
Yeah, we know. But, yeah, Mr. Florida looks like he does not know. He is calling, thinking maybe he's got some good outs. Unfortunately for him, he is at 5%, and I believe that 5% is just to chop.
Chop outs.
If a queen comes out, they will chop. Gambler drawing to one of 3 remaining queens just for a chop. Let's see what Lauren decides to put out. It is up to the dealer to place the cards.
King of diamonds.
And instead, not gambler improves to an even higher straight.
Dang.
All right, we got Corey Wood in the chat. Let's see if I hit the right button this time.
Yep.
I'm going to keep going for a second.
Let him have it.
I'm just going to ask Aiden because he has his head on straight, unlike me.
The money one.
All right, hit the badumts. Ho! My man has passed the pop quiz.
What's this one? Ah, the claps. I did not know that one.
That one's for Mr. Corey Wood as well. You get some applause, sir.
Some applause and some air horns.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Thanks for spending your Thursday evening with us.
It's a beautiful Thursday. It's not too hot, not too cold out.
It's so nice outside. Real windy yesterday, real windy tomorrow. Look out. But today, hey, enjoy it.
Yeah, I had to mow the yard yesterday. That sucked. It was so windy.
I got to do that tomorrow. It's going to be super windy.
Ugh.
All right, now the gambler's got the ace king.
Ooh, and not gambler has queen 10. They're almost at a straight.
Almost.
Raphael folds the best hand, queen 6.
Ah, of course.
SMH.
SMH. We do talk in abbreviations sometimes.
SMH my head. That's what I like to say.
Oh, man. When that one came out, I used to think it was so much hate. Boy, I've learned the error of my ways. And now it looks like battle of the pair of fives. We got Jesse JC with a weak 5 and sorry with the ultimate 5. Middle pair, top kicker.
Jesse does have some club draws, though, but not likely to hit because it was at 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, most of them are accounted for already. And people.
That is true. And the ace of clubs, that all-important ace of clubs is already in Sari's hand.
Ace of clubs.
Clurbs. Jesse JC with the backdoor.
Is that all in? Is that a raise to 100?
It looks like a raise to 65.
65.
And I'm only saying that because the graphics have told me so.
Hard to hit this as the initial pre-flop aggressor
It is not easy.
to hit a 2-8-5 board. The only thing you can put him on is double suited, but it would not seem likely. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a rainbow board.
It could be either double suited or an overpair, and certainly things you don't really want to mess around with that much, especially facing such a large raise. But
Or a pocket pair.
that pocket pair, that's what I mean. Yeah, an overpair to the board.
Oh, I was more meaning like a set of 8s.
Set of 8s is possible. And Mr. Gambler gambling away and has some extra chips to show for it.
Gambles the right way.
He gambles the right.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
I guess there is a right way to gamble and a wrong way.
Oh, yeah. Talk about expected value. A little EV action.
EV. Is that like the whole like, oh, I only have to be right here like a certain amount of time to be profitable?
Correct.
I think that's so weird. Like I get it, but it's just weird.
Yeah, over time it makes sense.
Yeah. But if you're not, what if you're not playing overtime? Does it make sense?
I would say so.
Okay.
I would say so. Yeah, the problem is the human lifespan. Let's get into it. Let's talk philosophy. Let's talk theology.
We all die.
We all die.
Spoiler.
So you really can't go for an infinite amount of time
True.
when you talk about overtime with the EV. And we got Florida here looking down at the ace Quisha. And the gambler with the 7-5 looks like he wants to mix it up. 3-bet to 25 from Florida. Gambler's gambling. He calls. A couple of suited gappers right there.
Suited one gapper.
I like the gappers.
Barney with the ace-10. Both black, but not suited.
Now, Barney did spin the wheel already today. And the first 9 players into the poker room get a wheel horse race for a wheel spin. And Barney hit the big one, 600 buckaroos.
Straight to his pocket.
Straight into his pocket.
Sorry, calling with the 10-5 here. Tanner folded his suited connectors, one better than the gambler.
Wow.
In later position.
And here we go. Look at that.
Wow.
Gambler actually hitting pretty good. Couple of cards that he will like to see on the turn. Good 4, good 6.
Tanner would have been up and down right now with a club draw.
That's right. There's a 7 for the gambler to pair. And I think he's got the only pair. Now, Sorry is not quite up and down. But he and Barney are both drawing to the same straight.
Sorry, did lose a few chips in the first hand, so he might be less inclined to chase. And the gambler, the only one with the pair, he does fold. Folds the best hand.
Folding the best hand. Now it's the battle of the 10s.
They both hit it.
They both hit it. Chop pot.
Good fold by Tanner. He would have hit 2 pair on the river.
Yep. Tanner, not drawing to the nuts, does decide to get out of there. And Barney, look at this.
All in.
Forcefully, almost trying to shove Sorry out of the pot. Sorry says, no way, man. I got a straight. And I'm going to call.
So I think this is every odd hand we've been all in. First hand we were all in. Second hand normal. Third hand we were all in. Fourth hand had been normal. Hand number 5 we are all in.
I would call that anything but normal.
Amen.
I would call that West Texas 1-2.
Call that KoJack's.
There you go.
Another day at KoJack's. What do you put on them being all in on hand 7? How likely?
You know what? I'm going to go against it. I'm going to say no. I'm saying I'm voting against the trend, and I'll put a $2 bill on it.
I bet they get it all in on hand number 8, and I have no prior knowledge because we've been in here.
We have been in here, isolated from the world.
They kept us in here. It's like a bomb shelter.
It is.
We have I saw some video on TikTok. It was some guy opening it was like Fallout food and just canned food from 19.
Oh, yeah, that guy rules.
Oh my
The
god.
MRE guy.
Maybe I just saw the one video. I didn't know the guy
Uh-huh.
specifically, but oh my god, it was canned peaches. They were black. They were like,
And he eats them.
no, I hope not.
Yeah, he does.
Is he okay? I don't think he'd be amongst us still. If he did.
He has gotten sick many times, from what I understand.
Where's that guy that would get stung by all the animals? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's extreme wilderness. And the first guy, I think, stopped getting stung by all the animals, but he's got a new guy, same channel,
They get stung by all the animals.
gets stung by all the animals. I watched him get stung by something absolutely crazy the other day, and I'm trying to remember what it was. A super huge hornet one time.
Oh, I think it's one I saw.
And he said it's actually not that bad compared to this other hornet.
Mm.
Even though the stinger was like maybe an inch and a half long.
Jeez. There was one. He was like, it was like they call it something crazy, like a bullet hornet or something. Like
That one, yeah, that one. I saw that one.
Yeah, and he's like, pain's like a 9. He's like, I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. Ace Jack raises. What was that, 15?
Under the gun, not a bad hand to have, UTG.
Yeah, and the thing is, UTG, you be more aggressive, right, with your sizing? Is that how it goes?
Some of the best players will have a very standard open size. Usually 2.2 to 2.5x is what the book says. Now, in West Texas, you kind of want to go on the higher end of that or even go higher than that 2.5x recommended range because everybody's so call happy. And you'll notice that here through the rest of the session. We've got many, many multi-way pots. In fact, if it's not a multi-way pot, I would venture to say it doesn't even exist.
Yeah, I mean, and running into it currently, some good hand. Oh, I thought Barney raised.
Barney with the pocket jacks. No right way to play the pocket jacks. The book has yet to be written on that one.
I have it right here. Hit a jack.
Hit a jack. Easy. Easy game. Now, he does have an overpair to the board, and Jesse and Not Gambler do both miss.
Is Barney first to act?
Barney is in the small
the
blind.
small
He'll
blind,
be
yeah.
first to act post-flop. Jesse JC does continue with a $10 bet. Not Gambler getting the hell out of there.
Raising Barney.
And Barney looks like he is putting together some raisin chips. A little check raise out of the small blind. I like to see that aggression. 25 to call, and Jesse does do that immediately. And a queen right there would have been great for Not Gambler, but he's not gambling.
Yeah, he's not gambling. He said it. He's a man of his word.
Now let's see if that third heart deters any action, and it does not look like it does. Barney bets. Jesse folds. Barney scoops the pot. We got Teresa Leva in the chat cheering on Mr. Basil.
Basil's got a fan.
And Marcus in the chat asking if we've got a 1-2 side table. In fact, we do. We do have a 1-2 in the main room right now. And it is running pretty nicely.
I think we have a 1-3 about to open up pretty soon. I think we got some people interested in it at the very least.
There we go. Yes, sir. KoJack's is the place to play poker. We got 1-2. We got 1-3. We even have 2-5 if you would like to sign up for that. I do believe the list is empty right now for that one, but we do run a 2-5 game as well.
We actually have 2 people on the list for 2-5 right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
We got 1-3, 5 people on the list. And 1-2, we have another table running and only 1 person on the list. So Marcus, you can get your name on that list and you'll be right there.
That's what I'm talking about. Jump on that list, sir.
You'll be getting the fast pass to table land.
Yeah, I like the way you put that.
I didn't like the table land, but I like the fast pass.
Fast pass to Pokerland?
To Poker Town.
Poker Town.
There we go.
To Riverville.
I don't want to go to Riverville.
And Jesse 3-betting here with his King 10 suited.
Another interesting hand here.
And it looks like the gambler is thinking about it.
I think he called.
A little table talk action here.
A little sponsor from Chevron for Chris, for the gambler.
That's right. A little sponsor from Polo for Mr. Florida.
I do like the polo hat.
I like the polo hat. I like the matching shirt.
Mm-hmm.
The fit is nice.
What's up with the 3 on the side? Do you know? It looks like the 3 from that one race car driver that passed away.
I think
Dale Earnhardt.
Yep. I think Polo may have started in 1903.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm making that up.
It would make sense, though. Your lie makes sense, at least.
See? That's the key to a good line. It looks like, yeah, we do get 3 callers. 10 high board. Jesse hitting top pair. Top pair.
Tanner's up and down. Any 6, any jack.
That's right. Gambler, of course, holding one of the jacks, and Brandon holding 2 of the 6s.
The gambler has a gutter ball to the 8. But how come they have the same percentage?
Wow. The mystery of odds.
Confusing.
Yeah, the gambler's jack, if it were to pair the board, or were to come out on the board, his pair would be better than Jesse's 10.
Yeah. I suppose.
And now, look at this. With that fold, Tanner actually has more equity than the gambler. 214 in the pot, and it looks like I owe you a crispy $2 bill. We do have an all-in on hand number 7.
That's crazy. Dare I venture say hand number 9 will be all in.
If that's the case, I am going to bet for the trend this time.
Tanner calling. So we got an all in, and we got some side action. Some action on the side. An ace helps no one, but it is scary.
It is the ace of farts.
I imagine this goes check, check. Yeah, nothing in the side pot to get anybody off anything. Check, check, and a deuce.
And a blank on the river, the deuce of spades. Mr. Jesse JC.
Taking it down.
So far, the hot seat, it seems like.
Did someone have an ace that got betted out of the pot early?
It is possible.
I think someone had ace 8, or maybe that was a previous hand.
And they all run together, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. We got Lauren giving up her spot in the box for little Lauren, Miss Brianna.
I was hoping that's where you were going with that.
Lauren Jr.
See, I think calling someone Lauren Jr. is fine, but calling Lauren Sr. has got to...
I called her Mama Lauren the other day.
I think Mom Lauren is fine.
No, I called her Mama Bree.
Yeah.
Because they're the same person.
I always, like... How do I do it? Like a friend's family, like, oh, say if I was meeting your parents, I was like, Mama Chase or
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We've got Florida with the ace-king just limping, hoping somebody will raise it up for him. Not Gambler does exactly that with the king-queen suited.
Obliges.
Raising it up to 30 and gets a call from Brandon with the 5 tray, Charlie's favorite hand.
Charlie's excited to hear the 5-3 is getting played in a raised pot, nonetheless.
Charlie, you are being summoned right now.
And look at this.
Jesse JC calling with the queen-jack offsuit. Poker face Superman. Good opportunity for a squeeze, but it looks like he does raise it up maybe a little bit.
All right, if you're Florida here, do you go all in? I
No,
think you
he
have
just
to.
calls.
Oh,
And he does. Yeah, Florida going all in. Poker face Superman making the call earlier.
I think you should have went against the trend.
And not Gambler going all in over the top.
Brandon's all in.
Brandon with the 5 tray. And I've got to say, actually, in this configuration, because we can read the hands, 5 tray actually not that bad to crack these old, higher hands.
It's the same equity as 10s. Isn't that crazy?
And Poker Face Superman, the only made hand so far, but on the lower end of the equity spectrum for this hand.
I think he might fold. Because you got to... I'm putting one of these players on aces or kings at this point. Maybe even queens.
Well, you've got a limp shove, and you've got a limp shove next to act. That is pretty scary.
Yeah, I think he might fold, but there's just so much money out there.
And the pocket tens are going to be often decimated by hands like jacks or queens. Not to mention the possibility of kings or aces. And Poker Face Superman, yeah, getting out of there.
I think it was a nitty fold, but I think it was the right fold. Cause I don't know. I can feel it in my loins. An ace, a king, or a queen hitting here.
And the not Gambler drawing to only a queen. Brandon drawing to spades, or a 5, or a tray, assuming no overcards come.
Do you think if
no face cards? Oh, and look at this. Brandon flops up and down Florida with the flush draw. There's another heart for not Gambler.
Pair for Brandon.
Action board, and a 5 comes out. Brandon making trips.
Oh my God. Send a picture to Charlie.
Send a picture. Charlie, is with us right now.
Somebody-
Charlie, can you hear me?
Somebody page him. Send him a fax.
I think he has been paged. That 5-3 of spades is like the bat signal for Charlie.
That is crazy.
Now, what did I say? That's a great hand to suck out with.
Mm-hmm.
And he sure did.
And tens was a good fold. Look at Basil telling Jesse how good of a fold he just made.
Tens is just on the line there. Just good enough to make it a difficult decision. Just bad enough to make it a fold.
Wow.
And here we go. Off to hand number 9, I believe.
So this hand would have to be all in, but we just got it. So I don't think we're going to get it anymore. I think the trend is broken.
So what are we saying? We've only had 2 hands out of 8 that are not all in hands.
Well, so we've had 2, 4, and 6, 3 hands.
3 hands.
Because 1, 3, 5, 7, and 8 have been all in. Now, they're not always for the full 200, but all in's all in. I don't care if you're all in for $2. That's all in.
Who's shuffling these things?
We got the automatic shuffler this time.
Ah, yes. Bree, a.k.a. the automatic shuffler.
That's a good nickname to have as a dealer.
That is.
The automatic shuffler. I heard some people talking about recently they went to a casino with an automatic shuffler and they were not fond of it. They care about dealer jobs. That's what I heard. It's not what they were implying. That's what I heard.
I agree. I don't trust like that. And the gambler with pocket 6s raising it up to 12 under the gun. Or sorry, from the +1 spot. Jesse JC now looking at some face cards once again. This guy sitting in the right seat.
I think so.
Sipping on that Pepsi.
Or Brisk or Bud Light.
I can tell it's a Pepsi. Here's how I know. I can read the nutrition facts. I've got the calorie count memorized. Sugars on lock.
343.
Yep. Interesting board for a pair of 6s. You're going to be
raise.
good here pretty good amount of the time.
But I think your hand does need protection from most turn cards. I think you got to raise pretty high here.
And the gambler does put in some raise and chips. $20 into a pot of 40.
I think it's inducing calls here, but I don't know if he wants calls necessarily. I think King Queen might call here.
King Queen with the 2 overs. Barney lets go of his gutter ball.
Yeah, the 5s were hit last one, so they can be hit this one.
Well, this is a spot I may peel here. On the button. Last to act. Heads up pot. 2 face cards.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesse does just that.
Nope.
A tray. Another one.
Changes nothing.
Gambler now a full house. 3's full of 6s. Now a 3 would actually lead Jesse to the best hand.
That's crazy.
And Jesse really thinking about it here. Any king or queen? There is 1 3 left in the deck, but I believe it's been folded.
And one of his outs is folded too, a queen.
Yep.
I think it was a good call on the flop. I think you need to fold this one.
But what if it hits?
But what if it hits? And it will. 70%
Yep.
of the time.
Just because we said that.
Did you watch the most recent Brad Owen video?
40,000 pot?
Hold on. It was him hitting 5 sets.
I haven't seen that one yet then.
You've seen it, Dawson? Yeah, I watched it last time. Dawson, our tech guru for the day.
Hey-o.
Did you see that one hand when the guy got mad because he ran it twice, but he hit a 5% outer? What is like? Oh, that made me mad.
Yeah, that happened to me online the other day. I ran it twice to be nice. The opponent had 1.86% equity. And
Jeez.
and hit one of the boards, and so I had to chop the pot with him.
Dang it. But was he like, dang, I should have ran it once?
No, he won the second board.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was I flopped 5 sets, drew 5 full houses, and hit quads.
That's the one I have not seen.
It's a good one. I will give no other spoilers.
Thank you. Had a viewer in the stream last week appreciate that about you, Aiden.
Hey, it's what I'm here for is to give spoilers for old movies. Not give spoilers for old movies.
The spoiler protector.
Man, some people on the internet just do not care. They'll spoil anything, and they'll do it like secretly.
I enjoy that about the internet.
I do not.
I like trolls.
I do not want to be spoiled. There was some coming out like. It was coming out as like people were posting about it, and they were just like, "All right, this happened immediately." I was like, "Dude, I haven't know it was out yet. You're already spoiling it. That's nuts."
Yeah, looks like we've got another hand here. Barney with the ace-7 suited. Flop comes out king high. King 10-8. Poker face Superman with 2 pair. That's squarely in the Basil range.
He must have been closing action. He is the button, so he'd be able to make a lighter call here. Jesse does bet 9 though. Dude, that's a raise from Basil. Maybe just a call. Does raise to 20. I'm afraid Chase sent me a link, and he was searching up how to never be spoiled or something.
That's right.
Something or other.
Tanner with the up and down straight draw here. Calls the 20 bucks. And it is a jack. Tanner makes a pair of jacks. Still not ahead of Poker Face Superman. But the Queen 8 has the highest equity. The Queen 8 of diamonds.
And
with the pair and the flush draw. And the straight draw.
And the weaker jack puts it all in. So now we've gone to even numbers. 8 and 10 all in. Hand 9, no all in.
We're switching it up over here. We're mixing it to stay unreadable.
You bet against the trend, it stays. You bet with the trend, it goes away, of course.
Obviously. It's like putting it all on black or putting it all on red.
It's going to be the other one.
And Basil, of course, watching from North Korea. This would not be a KoJack's live stream without Basil in the chat from North Korea.
Except that one, he was in South Korea because he said North Korea was a little cold.
Yes, it was wintertime. And sorry, all in. Jesse forced to make a decision with the highest equity hand. Only a pair of 8s. It looks like he's going to give himself a little count. And does go all in, makes the call. Poker face Superman thinking about what the other players could be holding.
In another tough spot here.
He is ahead for now.
But less equity.
Less equity. He's got the 2 pair, drawing to a boat. Got a lot of cards to fade on the river if he were to call. And it looks like he does make the tight laydown.
He laid it down?
He got out of there. Sorry, Jesse JC. Sorry now ahead. 50-50 shot. And an eruption from the live table.
Almost fitting for the hand we're currently on.
And we'll see that in 15 minutes. And sorry, actually, with the check mark here. Jesse says, I missed. Sorry shows the pair of jacks. And Basil says...
It looks like a different hand, no? It looks like 2 face cards.
It does look like 2 face cards.
We may have had a reading error.
Maybe king jack, maybe a better 2 pair.
Maybe it was a good fold. Oh, what was it? I'm curious. I want to see now.
And it looks like we did have a card read error.
So he wasn't as crazy as we thought. It was a higher jack. It wasn't jack deuce. Maybe it was jack. Maybe it was pocket jacks.
Could have been pocket jacks.
Maybe king jack. Maybe Basil made another good fold here. Maybe he's 2 for 2 on the good folds.
You love to see it. And you also love to see our Road to Vegas.
Heyo.
And our Road to Vegas. And our black screen. I'll have to fix that in a minute. Yes, we are giving away 2 seats to the main event, the WSOP main event for 2025. Make sure to jump on into any of the tournaments with a 5K guarantee. And you can enter yourself into the Road to Vegas. Any cash prize that you win from any of those tournaments does win points. Even if you are at the very bottom of the money leaderboard.
Beto saying 10 jack all in and calling out Basil for not going. Is he calling him out for not going all in there? 10 jack? Oh, no, he wants him to go
Yep.
all in with 10 jack. Okay. Basil, what does Sorry have there? Was it pocket jacks, Jack King, Jack Queen? Did he have you beat? Was it a good fold? I have no idea.
It is true. These card readers be acting up sometimes.
Tanner with the best hand. I think he's gonna fold. He does make the call with the best hand. Queen 6, both red. And Mackenzie here, watching from the North Pole.
Burr. That's what I got to say.
I think I'd rather be in the North Pole than North Korea. No offense to North Korea. Just, you got Santa in the North Pole.
That's right.
You don't have Santa in North Korea. Well, maybe you do. Maybe they're allowed to have him. I don't know.
Word is still out on that. We'll have to check with our senior North Korea correspondent, Mr. Basil Leva. And Raphael with the Jack 8 suited. Queen 6 out of there. Basil replying to Mackenzie Covington with Mackenzie Covington and a bunch of emojis.
I thought he was just replying by saying her name again. That was an interesting way to reply. Turns to 3. Changes.
9-6 looking for a gutter ball.
Changes almost nothing.
Raphael with the Jack 8 also looking for a gutter ball, and he gets there.
The spades got there as well, but no one holding 2 spades. And
Jesus Guzman watching from Hobbs. Very cool. Thank you for checking us out from a different time zone.
Hobbs is a different time zone?
I think so.
Oh, Hobbs, that's New Mexico, yeah?
Yes.
It is, yeah. It is a different time zone.
Yes, indeed.
Where the old Breaking Bad took place.
Ah.
Classic.
And Raphael scooping a pot.
With the Jack 8, the straight. Is that the nuts?
That looks like the nuts.
Minus the flushes. There is 3 spades.
The nuts on this hand, at least. And let's take a look at these chip counts. Brandon really pulling ahead here. 246 up.
With the Charlie.
Yep, that's right. Got a massive pot with the 5 tray. Sorry, up 180. Raphael up 61. Not Gambler up 9. The Gambler down 8. Battle of the Gamblers.
Florida currently throwing the party.
That's right for now, but he does have 97 in his stack. And Mr. Paul Hurd watching from nowhere. He wishes he was on the other end of this, wishing he was in the live stream. It's all right. We miss you, Paul. We'll see you on the next one, buddy. Tanner with the ace-queen. Offsuit. Looks like he goes all in for 60 with it. The parking lot hand.
The parking lot.
May spare him from the parking lot this time. Not Gambler with the ace-7 suited. Thinking about going all in over the top, and he sure does.
Not Gambler gambling here. Weird.
Yep.
Yeah, Paul missing out on a very action-packed 1-2.
Far more than half of the hands have been all in. And look at this Not Gambler with a club draw.
And straight draw. Does not get there in either one.
Tanner gets the check mark, and we'll get the full double up from Mr. Not Gambler.
Yeah, any club there by the river. That's crazy. Too many out syndrome there.
Too many outs. Basil in the chat showing some love to Miss Teresa.
Basil, what did C8 have on the hand you had 2 pair 10-8? I'm inquisitive. I'm inquiring.
You might be shouting into the void.
I know. I have to go out there and ask him myself in a minute.
And we are talking road to Vegas. We got the Tournament of Champions to give away 1 seat. And we've got the Tournament of Leaders to give away the other seat. If you win any of the 5K guaranteed tournaments, you'll be entered into the Tournament of Champions. And if you get the most points, top 9 points leaders, you'll jump into the other tournament, the Tournament of Leaders.
And the way you... So it's our Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday tournaments, right?
That's correct.
So Tuesday we got our freeze out.
Freeze out.
Saturday's our deep stack.
That's right.
And Sunday our black chip bounty.
Black chip bounty. Every player you knock out, you get $100. How much to buy in, Aiden? You remember that one?
For the black chip bounty?
Yep.
300.
300. Knock out 3 players, you get your buy-in paid for.
Amen.
Sounds easy enough.
Tanner with the, what dog is it today?
I don't know. Let me see. Pyrenees?
Pyrenees. What's the, no, it's, oh, not gambler. Gambling.
Gambling it up. I like this. A little reverse play here. And the gambler also gambling with the ace-8 suited.
Oh, I didn't realize the gambler was all in. The gambler versus not gambler. We got a gambling on gambler crime here.
The Pyrenees may be going back to the pound on this one.
Thinking about it, though, maybe we're letting the leash off.
Uh-oh. Tanner having a hard time with this decision. I honestly don't blame him. I kind of like the K9.
Not suited, though. That is tough.
It is tough, but...
Good thing it wasn't suited in diamonds, or it'd be rough.
Hey! Tanner bow-wowing out of this hand.
Assortment of dog-related puns here.
He's the underdog.
He was the underdog. Running with his tail between his legs.
Yep, he lives to chase another mailman.
I mean, I'm going for the underdog here. I'm going for 9-7 just because it's 9-7.
And we've got Battle of the Gambler versus Not Gambler. A little sportsman-like fist bump here before we head off to the races. A 9. A king. K9 would have made 2 pair.
It would have.
And a jack right there. Not Gambler picking up the first board. He is still not gambling. Now free rolling for the other half of the pot.
He's never been gambling.
Ooh, 2 diamonds and an ace. The gambler's got this one all but locked up. That queen will seal the deal on the turn.
Chop, chop.
Not gambler pointing out, hey, there's a bunch of red cards out there. I got a flush. No, of course, Bree, too experienced to let that one slip through.
The classic Debbie, I have it flush, and then everybody looks at the board again, like, nah, I'm just kidding with you. I'm just joking.
Gotcha.
It's a classic. I had a player do that to me the other day. He's like, oh, I had a straight. And I look at it, he's like, nah, of course not.
Did you see that video on the WSOP? I think it was maybe WPT. The player turned over his hand and says, oh, I got the straight. And the dealer pushes the pot to him, even though the other player had a flush.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
What ended up happening?
It was 3-handed. The player busted, got up and left, and then realized what had just happened. And
it was too late?
It was too late.
Ooh. Man, that's rough. I mean, yeah. Happens, I guess.
It does. People make mistakes, unfortunately. As much as we want to be robots.
You gotta... The rules you have until the next hand starts to contest the previous hand?
Until the next hand officially begins. Until the first card is pitched out. King Queen suited for the gambler. Let's see if he decides to gamble on this one. Sure enough, throwing out a couple of bucks in there.
The not gambler with the dirty diaper.
Off suit.
Not gambling.
The dirtier diaper.
Well, no, if it's suited, it's a clean diaper. That diaper's clean.
I thought the whole point was the number 2 and the number 3.
Well, yeah, that's the diaper.
Huh.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one wrong, but I just call it the clean diaper if it's suited.
And we've got King Queen suited for the gambler, raising it up to 33. Tanner with the Queen Jack calling. Dominated right now, looking for a jack. Or a lot of spades.
Or a straight.
It is possible. 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush. The gambler still ahead. He goes all in. Living up to his name, gambling on this one. Though we were talking the EV, the expected value of this bet. If Tanner were to call, gambler would be making a lot of money over time.
Tanner's thinking about it.
And he does make the call.
I wish you'd have kept track of an actual number of the all-ins, because I've lost count.
You know, the next best thing to starting yesterday is starting today. Saw that on a calendar one time. No, I saw that at the gym one time.
Yeah, but that's a very gym-esque.
Oh, wow. And a queen comes out. and a 6 of clubs on the river. The gambler wins the first board.
Queen 6 would have won.
The kicker plays. And an ace right there. Gambler winning both boards. Tanner has been felted, and it looks like he's about to add back on, like the true pro he is.
Not to be deterred. Yeah, it's the there's a classic do what you have to do. Something about doing what you like have to do today so you can do what you wouldn't be able to do tomorrow or something. That's I forget the exact quote, but motivational stuff I feel like doesn't work on me very well.
I can tell.
Look at you. You really lost it.
I think the first step is remembering. The second step is applying. And the third step is question marks. The fourth step is profit.
I thought I was going to be forgetting at some point in that reign of the words or whatever. I don't know. I thought it would be forgetting was going to be in there at some point.
Brilliant analysis. Aiden, our senior quote correspondent.
Our senior.
Our senior, yeah, really. And we are on to the next hand already.
Hand number 14. I feel like we've been here for hours with all these all-ins that we've had to deal with.
Yeah, it's been a lot of all-ins. It's been a lot of big hands. Tanner looking down at the Queen 10. Not bad to look at under the gun. He's going to put all of his newfound chips into the middle. Jesse JC with the ace-5 suited. Poker Face Superman with the 7-8. And he does get up from the table. Looks like that is a fold. Mr. Sorry thinking about it. Mr. JC with the action here, shuffling his chips, thinking about the ace-5.
Tanner's all in with the Queen 10.
And Jesse lays down a better hand. Sorry with the Jack 10 out of there as well.
The suited Jack 10.
That under the gun raise is quite powerful. Let's see if the gambler wants to gamble with the Pyrenees.
I think he will. And he doesn't.
He lets it go. Not gambler with the ace-6. My least favorite ace hand. And it's not even suited. And it looks like Tanner going to pick up $3. Raphael with a suited king 4. Checking his wallet to see if it's okay to gamble on this one. He does. Barney with the Jack 5. What's a Jack 5?
Does not check his wallet. Folds.
He's out of there. And we are heads up here. 202 in the middle.
So some kings have already been folded.
That's what it looks like. Basically a coin flip here. Flop comes out, 2 hearts.
And a 10.
2 spades on the turn. And another spade. Raph gets the flush on the first board.
Almost a straight flush.
That is true.
You just one away.
Burning off a lot of those spades. Oh, wow. And 2 more. Does he go flush flush? That is the question.
It's never easy. It's always a sweat.
He does.
Oh, my.
That must have been the eruption that we heard 15 minutes ago.
I think it had to have been. That's crazy.
Flush, flush. All right, Raphael. That means don't play any more suited hands. You already hit 2 flushes in a row.
Sometimes I play suited hands all night. I can't hit a flush.
Me too. Tell me about it.
I think I know why now. Raphael just did it for me twice.
Tanner suffering a bad beat, gets up and leaves.
Yeah, not the bad beat, but a bad beat.
A bad beat.
Speaking of bad beat, our bad beat has been hit, and we are now running a flush frenzy.
Congratulations to all our flush. Let me start over. Congratulations to all our flush frenzy players. You are in it to win it. I think we're up to 1750 today, right?
We
or is
are.
it 2K?
I think we're up to 1750. I think tomorrow we'll be up to 2K. It's rising 150 daily.
That is pretty good.
Well, no, 250 daily.
250 daily.
Yeah, 250 daily, and all you have to do is hit every flush of every suit. Just 4 flushes. That's all you got to do. And both your whole cards have to play. If it's a 4-card game, you have to have the ace high, and you have to flop it. It's just something slight.
Some slight changes to keep the odds in everybody's favor. Brandon with the king-queen suited. That's my favorite hand so far of the ones that we've seen.
I like the 9-7.
I like the 10-6, actually. Jesse did fold it, though. I feel like the flop is going to come 6-6-10. We'll find out what happens. And Tanner has come back.
Not to be deterred.
Still going. Look
Not
at this. 10-6.
9-7.
And the gambler,
No longer gambling. I'm going to be betting.
top pair. Sorry with second pair, top kicker. SPTK.
I had to break that down in my mind real fast.
I broke it down in my mind first to say it. I did. Took me a couple of seconds to spell it out in the old noggin. You know, say I like JC's slides. I don't know if you've seen that. Some Turtle House slides.
Oh, yeah. Dragon Ball.
And there's a 3. It is a 3 of hearts. Brandon improves to a flush draw.
Brendan's going nowhere now.
And a 9 comes off, giving the gambler trips and the check mark.
And he does
And
check.
Check, check.
Checks the trips.
Interesting check right there.
Probably afraid of Brandon's range.
Beto in the chat saying 2 boards, 2 flush. What is going on? I agree with you, my man. What is going on? We are KoJack's in Midland. That's what's going on.
I totally forgot about that eruption, too.
Yeah. And it looks like we've got Noah entering the box. Longtime Noah C.
I get it. I understood that joke because his name's Noah.
That's true. And he is coming on in.
Might need the headset.
It does help to communicate with the IT guru that we've got here, Mr. Dawson.
Couldn't think of a name for Dawson. I was trying to think of one. Dawson?
Dawson.
Dachshund.
Dachshund.
Mm-hmm. Wiener dog, if you will.
I believe that's true.
And I will.
It seems like a question as to where the button should be.
Oh, yeah, because Tanner had missed a previous hand because he was adding on funds.
And it looks like Basil is up from the table, so he will get a missed blind button. Nope, never mind. He is back at the table. He will put in his blind and get some cards.
He was just watching the stream from North Korea as it was.
Thanks for checking us out, sir. 7-4 for sorry. Not going to play that one, I don't imagine.
Yeah.
Out of there.
Sorry, but not playing it.
The gambler with the K9. The Pyrenees really making the rounds here.
Yeah.
That is a big dog.
I'm trying to think of what dog is that.
Giant.
Giant. Bigger than a Great Dane?
200 pounds.
Dang.
I don't know. That's what I hear. I'll tell you what. I'm allergic to all things with hair. Cats, dogs, horses.
Me?
Yep. I've been sneezing my head off this whole time. I just mute the mic.
I heard it.
Yep.
He can't mute it in real life.
No.
It's weird. My sister's dog, who's also a pit bull, I've never gotten hives before.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, it was not fun. But like my dog's a pit bull and it's fine. That dog sleeps in my bed and no problem whatsoever.
The only dog I was not allergic to was a husky. And those things shed like crazy, especially in West Texas.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but that's all right.
So, interesting hand we got going on. Brandon with the mystery hand. A lot of 9s.
Yeah, a lot of 9s. Ace high board, not gambler, pairing his aces. Barney with 3s gets a straight draw. Brandon with the mystery hand. Could place a mystery bet here.
Let's see how mysterious he wants to be here.
Not gambler notching the gambler. And staying mysterious.
Colin.
Could be anything right now. Might even be a spade hand.
Could be, but 2 spades are accounted for.
Mm-hmm. The gambler getting out of there.
The gambler leaving it to not gambler.
And there's a king. The gambler would have hit a pair of kings. Still would have been second best to Mr. Not Gambler.
And maybe even third best to Brandon. We don't even know what he has.
Brandon's still coming along.
Maybe with a club draw here. Maybe with 4-5.
Ooh.
He could have 4-5 here.
And there's another spade. We'll find out if Brandon has a flush. Yep, and he is betting. I'm going to say he's got a spade flush here. $50 is the bet. Not Gambler really thinking about it.
What does he have here?
And he calls. We'll find out. Brandon tables the hand.
The mystery hand.
Not Gambler folds. And Brandon, I think with the flush. Let's see if we get a look at the board here.
We will not. It was the mystery flush.
It was better than ace-9.
Could have been any two pair.
6-7, 7-8. Sorry, 7-8.
9-10.
9-10.
No jack.
7-8-9.
Hmm.
That's why 6 is afraid of 7.
Have you ever heard of the game called Contact?
I saw the movie with Jodie Foster.
I don't know who that is.
She was an actress.
Actress?
She had a speech impediment.
Oh, that's why you that's why you added a speech impediment to that.
She was in that movie with Buffalo Bill.
I don't know who that is either.
Oh, man.
Besides the Buffalo Bill.
What was the Hannibal Lecter movie? I can't remember what it's called now. Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs.
I haven't seen it.
Excellent film.
Added.
Great trilogy.
Mm.
Red Dragon, Silence of the Lambs, and Hannibal.
What was I just talking about? You made me forget the initial point of my topic.
That was my Jedi mind trick.
Oh, I forgot. What did I even say at first? That's frustrating. Not as frustrating though as Brendan having ace jack here in the +3.
Barney with another ace jack in the HJ.
The hijack. What was I talking about?
And Poker Face Superman flying his cards into the muck.
I think it's a bad part just letting my just talking be a streamed mind. Now I can't remember what I was saying. Man, that's frustrating.
Tell you what else is frustrating. My whole tricep on my right arm is twitching.
Why?
Man, I wish I could tell you.
You've tried flexing it, maybe get some blood flow to it, and then releasing?
Oh, it's got blood.
Oh, we're blood?
I don't know. It is frustrating.
Yeah.
It looks like we got Robert coming into the box here on the next hand. One of our favorite dealers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that time already?
I went to high school with someone whose eye would twitch, and I thought he was winking at me.
Oh, yeah. I do that too. Still 6 ways here on the flop. 8-6 deuce. Raphael with top pair. Good kicker.
So, yeah, I must say Raphael with the best hand currently. The ace-jacks holding each other out, so no bueno there.
And another ace in not Gambler's hand. Barney going to call 10.
Does have the club draw to fall back on. Same thing with Sorry, but not as good.
Sorry, out of there. And there's another 8. Raphael with trips and the check mark.
Do you check here if you're Raphael? Well, no, I probably bet because of clubs.
I would. You're thinking bet for protection then?
Mm-hmm.
I would bet for value. Try to get some non-believers in the pot.
Yeah, just because we've seen this table is very draw heavy, so if I'm ahead, I'm going to bet my thing so a draw doesn't come aboard.
And Raph does scoop that pot.
Scooper.
And it looks like Robert's coming in later.
He was just assessing the game.
Checking it out.
Make sure
getting a read.
Make sure it's up to KoJack standards.
It appears to be. We've got many all-in hands, and we've got the road to Vegas coming up. What I said coming up, I mean right now.
Oh, yeah.
March 9th through May 20th. We've already hit 2 of those events. Some players already got some points. If you have not made any points just yet, make sure to jump on in and get some of those points.
The gambler, King 9 again.
The K9, the Pyrenees, makes its appearance.
He's abusing that dog. He hasn't played it once.
That's okay. And Barney with the ace-8 of spades. Here we go. Not going all in. Barney, come on, man.
We had a discussion about this.
We talked about this already.
Brandon with the mystery hand again. We're playing with Brandon. We're Brandon in this hand.
That's right. Jesse JC going all in with the Jack 10. That is Basil's favorite hand.
Right beside, nope, yeah, right beside Basil too.
Mm-hmm.
Rub it in his face. The last mystery hand, and Brandon calls 54. Barney calls too. Does he have another spade hand, perhaps? And he's behind.
Brandon has a pocket pair this time. He's only calling the 29.
Pocket sevens.
Pocket 9s, pocket 7s. Not so much pocket 8s, just because Barney is holding one.
Oh, wow. What a flop for Jesse there.
And maybe Brandon is holding king queen. He does bet a small amount, $20, I would expect with a king queen hand.
Barney calls.
And we have one all in again. We've got a side pot, 40 on the side. A tray comes off. It is a tray of clubs, not an absolute blank.
Check, check.
And a jack right there on the river gives Jesse JC a pair and another pair on the board. Brandon going all in. Brandon not going all in. Barney going all in. Brandon not calling.
Barney does pick up the side pot, but loses the main.
Brandon did not have king queen.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. Did not have pocket queens neither.
Right. Nor pocket kings. Nor pocket jacks.
Maybe not even pocket threes, but that's a...
Not even pocket 3s.
Maybe he did have pocket queens, just being a gracious man.
He does have a Miller Lite.
Mm.
We do know that for sure.
And not a Pepsi?
Not a Pepsi. And he does have $405 in his stack.
And not a Pepsi?
Not a Pepsi.
Gotcha. Few Pepsis.
No nutrition facts.
Just straight cold hard cash. I probably with the... Is that the house hand? Is that the exact house hand?
It appears to be the exact house hand.
Yeah, neither one of us any KoJack's merch that would tell us.
We're wearing the same shirt.
We are.
Nice.
I was going to make a joke when I first walked in, but you were dealing with something serious with the electronics.
Yeah, these electronics, I'll tell you what.
Back in my day,
Yeah, all we had was rocks back in my day.
rocks, sticks, and dirt.
Somebody asked me the other day if they had mechanical pencils when I was in school. Thanks, Joey.
That's even funnier that it was Joey.
King Jack on the flop with the queen to go with it. Raphael making 2 pair. Very wet board, though. Not exactly the board you want 2 pair on. Jesse JC backdoor heart draw.
And a backdoor straight, but does fold it.
Just a gutter ball straight.
Gutter ball, yeah.
And Raph will get that one through. Picking up the pot, $48 in profit.
So the answer is y'all did have mechanical pencils, correct?
I'm not that old. Got a lot of gray hair, but I'm not that old.
Wait, hold on. When were mechanical pencils created? Because I feel like even like my grandparents, surely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like how?
It's a very simple machine. The word mechanical, of course, referring to machines. And I said, yeah, we had machines. We even had calculators. This may surprise you.
No way.
Yep. And computers. Raphael looking down at pocket kings, the Cowboys. First appearance of the day. And he is
Cowboys.
sure to raise it up.
Raphael, I think taking the hot seat from Jesse.
The
Currently.
heat has moved.
I think it was after the double flush hand.
That's what it was. And he raises to 30. Certainly thin in the field. Maybe a little too big of a raise, dare I say.
Yeah.
The old 15X.
Ooh, a king would be...
And not Gambler coming along with the Pyrenees.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
A lot of spades on there. Not Gambler with a flush draw. And it looks like he's going to check it. Raph going to bet. $30 again.
Not Gambler gambling.
Coming along, living up to his name. A 5 on the turn, 5 of farts.
To blank. Except for a 6, now gets...
And it's a 10 on the river. Raph's kings hold up.
They hold.
If we get the showdown, he will get the pot.
that not gambler betting?
Betting into the kings.
Leading, as it were.
A lot of straight cards out there. 6-9 gets there. 9 jack gets there.
9 jack, way more likely. Spades, if you had 2 spades on the flop.
Possible.
I think Raphael has one of those too good to fold hands.
Yeah, it really depends. This is one of those spots you got to play the player and not your cards. King's reduced to a bluff catcher, and he does catch the bluff.
Does call.
Makes the call. Snow Days in the chat asking if someone's wearing a mask in a 1-2 game. Yeah. We got Mr. Basil wearing his Poker Face Superman wearing his custom designed face mask and I believe shirt.
And bandana.
And bandana.
And I think even jeans. I don't know if he customizes his shoes, but I know he customizes his jeans occasionally.
The man likes custom clothes. He is a staple here at our 1-2 game. Our live stream. Absolutely a character and absolutely a good guy.
And I do have the exact time mechanical pencils were made. Do you want to take a guess? A stab at it, maybe?
1958.
No, 1822.
Okay, yeah, I'm not that old.
That's so... I can't wait to bring that up to Joey next time. Like, did you ask if Jace is older than mechanical pencils?
Was it 1868?
1822.
22.
Over 200 years ago. Yeah. Barely. Man.
Ballpoint pens invented during World War II.
Really? I feel like, I don't know. Maybe because the mechanical word is...
Maybe shortly after, somewhere in the 40s.
Isn't like the whole thing with ballpoint pens, like no one patented it, so it's like very weird and how you can make them or whatever. I don't know.
We've got our senior writing utensil correspondent here, Mr. Aiden, joining me in the booth.
Oh, yeah. The first patent was issued in 1888. Oh, wait. It was commercially successful when it was invented by this person in 1938.
There you go.
Weird. Okay. So it was like invented and we got an all in here from Not Gambler, 6 deuce off. And the Gambler.
With the 4 tray suited.
The rivalry I can see is boiling over.
I would love to see a call here just so we can look at a run out. And it looks like there is a call.
I bet they're running it
3 times? 8 times? How many cards are left in the deck? That is the question.
You got 18 out right now.
Not Gambler excited about the call, it seems like. He is ahead. Not in terms of equity, though. He does have the high card.
I don't know who to root for here. These are 2 great hands. 4 and 9-9, the Gambler.
The Gambler makes a pair. Another heart gives him the flush draw to go along with it. And there's a 3.
2 pair, but...
3 pair.
Yeah, 3 pair. They are running it twice here.
Eight, 5 deuce on the second board. Not Gambler ahead on this one. A jack on the turn. And there's a 10. It will be a chop pot. Pair of deuces will take the second board.
They are chopping it up. They are 2 for 2.
And I think Not Gambler actually has not looked at his... Oh, he did. Okay. Tabled his hand very confidently.
And it's chopped again.
Chopping her up. Thanks for checking us out, everybody. We are KoJack's in Midland. We're talking pens. We're talking mechanical pencils. We're talking pots.
We're talking age.
We're talking age. We're talking about Grandpa over here. Talking about Aiden, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
He is a lot older than he looks because he looks 4.
I am a grandpa, though. No. Uncle.
Uncle, perhaps, yeah.
Not... Wait. Oh, that would be my kids have kids. Man. What if my sister's kids have kids? What am I then?
An uncle.
I'm a great uncle?
Great uncle.
Okay. Not a great uncle quite yet. Did you find the other half of that?
I found it.
Nice. I broke it real bad.
We're playing repairs also on clothespins.
Gambler, Not Gambler there. Touching glasses. I think both drinking coffee.
It seems to be. Coffee is the drink of the game right now. Though, not really difficult to stay awake with all these all-ins.
Action-packed. No need for coffee. I get my caffeine on the table.
No nonsense right now. been reassembled.
I don't know how. Ow, man, you did real good too. I wouldn't have been able to do that. I don't think. I think if I would have tried, maybe, but I was not trying, and it was hard.
For the first time, nobody's holding 2 face cards in this hand.
That is crazy. Wait. Oh no.
Oh.
We do have a. Oh, we have an all-in from Not Gambler.
Not Gambler, not living up to his name.
Poke face Superman with a hand he hit 2 pair with.
39 to call.
I thought Raphael made the call there, but it was just 37 to call.
Tanner throwing his cards in the muck instead of chips. Jesse with the king 6 suited. Counting out a call here. Was previously sitting in the hot seat, though the heat has shifted. He does make the call.
I think he may reshove.
No. Just
That 32 though?
got a couple of chips in his hand. He's not all in.
That's true. Looks like more than 32, no?
It does indeed.
Yeah, I think you just make sure he's getting there. Not Gambler waking up with a pretty good hand here. Does not matter.
King high on the flop.
Oh, and a jack. It gets there.
Wow, Not Gambler makes the straight.
That's great.
He's going to Broadway. Free rolling for the second board here. A jack on the flop this time. 2 hearts. A 9 comes off. And the last card is a queen. Jesse going to pick that one up.
Oh, with the 6. I was like, what is he winning with? But yeah, the 6.
6 will do it.
6 sure did do it.
The 6 got him there this time. And we are talking all things poker. We're talking all things pen. We've got
We're talking.
close pins, almost pens. We're also talking Road to Vegas. This is the biggest promotion you may find this side of Texas. 2 WSOP main event seats are going to be given away by the time we get to May 20th. So if you are interested in playing in the WSOP, this is a good chance to get there. We got the Tournament of Champions coming up. If you win any of our 5K guarantee tournaments, we've got them on Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. You'll be entered into that Tournament of Champions. We've also got a Tournament of Leaders. Every time you cash in any of those tournaments, you'll get points. And the points leaders, the top 9 players in terms of total points, will get a spot at that Tournament of Leaders. It'll be a single table tournament. Should be a lot of fun, a good who's who of who has played.
So how do we get 2 seats to the WSOP? Do we buy them?
We are buying them. We're
Okay.
sending the players with 10K.
Oh, okay.
And you can use that for the entry.
I didn't know if like it was like a sponsorship almost, like we're kind of promoting WSOP, so like they cut us something. I don't know. I didn't know how that worked.
It is a sponsorship almost. We are sponsoring the players to go play in that main event. Could be upwards of $10 million this year.
That'd be crazy.
$15 million.
One of our very own could come back with some extra bread.
How cool would that be?
Not Gamblers all in.
Once again, 9-8 suited. One of the better hands that he has not gambled with. Florida with the Queen Jack all in.
The gambler really wants to. I think maybe Florida deterred him from gambling with the not gambler.
No, actually, Florida not all in. He's got $1 behind.
Oh, $2 behind maybe.
Oh, wait a second.
$3, $2, $3.
$3.
3 bones.
The bones are the dollars.
They just want a second chance at life.
Florida table in his hand here. Queen Jack, he is ahead for now, especially now that the flop has a queen
Does have a diamond though.
and an ace and a king. Florida with 2 pair and an ace.
That is the first run out. Maybe the only one.
The only run out.
Gonna be the only one. Florida winning big on that one.
Getting it. Oops.
Oh, they're on
There
the
goes
button.
the button.
Squirrely little thing the button is.
It is quite squirrely.
Don't worry though, not gambler adds on. Not to be deterred.
Speaking of Road to Vegas, Aiden, favorite main event winner? Go.
Um, I don't think I know many of them personally.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Um, I mean, Daniel's won a main event, surely, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was the reason I got interested. Well, one of the reasons I got interested in poker. So I think that's just my easy answer. It will not be Phil Hellmuth. I'll tell you that right now.
Most main event wins, I believe.
Is that Phil Ivey?
No, I think it's Phil Hellmuth. I know he's got the most bracelets.
What Phil does?
Yep.
That's crazy. Then what's his
Oh, Johnny Moss has the most wins, tied with Stu Unger, Doyle Brunson, Johnny Chan, each of them with 3 wins.
I do also like Doyle. He does wear that cowboy hat quite well.
Yep, did. R.I.P. to one of the legends.
Mm-hmm. Pioneers of the game.
Absolutely. Got some wild stories. Look at this. Sorry, just flopping Broadway. Going to be hard to pull ahead here.
Sorry, not sorry. I bet he goes. You have 300 in a stack. I bet he goes 20. No, about 30. I think he goes half pot here. Maybe a sneaky check, but I think he goes half pot.
Check his hand to make sure it's real. They are singing Lion King. He is at Broadway. Dawson like that one. Don't encourage this.
Come on. Don't make me a liar.
And it looks like he does bet.
It-
Noah's
20.
noggin in the way. Yeah, 20.
A little less than half.
And I don't know if... Yeah, Tanner is going to call. Bottom pair. Gonna peel one off, see what develops. A 5 comes off. Sorry, gets the check mark.
Dead to the turn. Now, sorry, is in position here, so
He's going to bet 50.
does bet 50. I thought you predicted it, but you just saw the 2 green chips out there.
That's true.
That'll help your prediction.
It's always nice to predict things after the fact.
That's the way I like to do it.
Yep. And Tanner coming along. He does not believe.
Non-believer. 1 jack. Okay, I was about to say Jack or 8 could get Tanner in some trouble here.
It is a deuce instead, a complete blank. And Tanner going to lead here, it looks like 60.
The classic of bluffing into the nuts. It's happened to everybody.
Not a good strategy there. It looks like all in announced. Tanner calls.
Bad news bears.
That's what that's called right there. And the check mark confirms it. Mr. Sorry picking up.
Mm-hmm. I do not know if Tanner will be back at this table this time. I don't know if he's going to add back on or if he is to be deterred. Me personally, though, I've been playing lots of Marvel Rivals. Can't stand it. Man, that ranked is something else on that game. I can't have 2 games that are just like similar enough. It's ridiculous. I can't climb. My rank's my rank, and I'm not getting any higher. Going on to the hand number 26 here. We've had, I was about to say, almost quite a while since an all-in, but I'd be lying to you, considering we just had one. We got Florida with the ace-9. I think Barney's going to raise that up here. Does raise it up with a 5-4 to 7. Jesse folds. Florida calls. And it was the gambler who originally raised it. My apologies, with a 10-7. I say most equity pre-flop is going to be Florida, then the not gambler. See, Raphael with the best fit, Queen 8. Does have middle pair here. Does have the highest diamond out of all the remaining players as well. So not gambler is gonna bet 30 here. Raphael sticking along with currently the best hand. Wow. Turn here is an 8. See if not gambler continues here. I think Raphael just call him down slowly. Death by 1,000 cuts. And the cuts being calling the bets here. So we're going for one major slash here. Raphael does go all in. Not gambler folds here. Now I understand the re-raise, you know, he's scared of the diamonds, getting protection from hands like that. But missing out on some unknown value there, Raphael does. We have hand number 26 underway now. And a new contestant to the table. We got baseball extraordinaire, George or Jorge, sitting down. We got Raphael with the dirty diaper here. Does fold it. King, queen of diamonds for Florida. That is a pretty hand. I think one of my favorite suits has to be the diamonds. In my personal opinion. Flop coming out. King, Jack, Queen. King, Queen hitting 2 pair here. With the best of it. 67% chance to win this pot. And like a snake in some tall grass, just calls here. So George closing the action here with an ace. Understandable, just call him 5 here. 4 of spades changes almost nothing except puts a spade draw out there. No one holding 2 spades though, so inconsequential. So we have Florida now leading 35 and takes it down with top 2.
No shortage of action today. It is nonstop action all the time.
Yeah, and we got a new contestant to the
Ah, Mr. Jorge.
Yeah.
With a fresh cut.
Do you know if it's George or Jorge?
It is Jorge, I believe.
Okay, because I know some people call him George, but I don't know if they're just joshing with him, you know?
Might be. We do have another player spelled the same way, Jorge, calls himself George. Ooh.
Yeah.
That one bounced. A little bounce-a-roner.
Bounce around the button.
I tell you what, that made me hungry. I don't know why.
Not gamblers all in with the king 4.
Love to see it.
What's a king 4?
For going all in, I guess.
For all of it, actually. Just trying to get a read. Yep, I think it's going to go fold, 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 fold. Wow, sorry with the kings. Bad time to have king 4.
Absolutely.
Man, oh man. I think we need to run it a million times here for not gambler. Not gambler really running into it today.
3% to win. Can he do it?
So you're saying there's a chance.
There is a chance. 2 4s will do it.
Clubs won't do it.
Nope. 9 won't do it. Oh, there's one of the 4s.
Won't do it.
Not gambler burning one of the outs. They do decide to run it a single time. Not gambler, not gambling, but also not sticking around.
Yep, he looks like he might be deterred here. Yeah, put it on the jacket.
And it looks like both gambler, the gambler, and not gambler getting up, racking up, moving on.
Done gambling.
Done gambling.
The Gamble twins.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's as best as I think we can do.
Yeah. Brother from another mother.
Bizarros.
I don't know what that is. I know it's crazy. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Bizarro Superman is the inverted Superman, and he's evil, but he's got the powers. I think.
Oh, it's like the crimson chin and the negative chin.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Puckface Superman here with Ace King.
Squarely in the range.
Just about. Just barely making it. Florida here with Queen Jack. So Barney thinking about it with a 7-3 does let it go. George lets go the Queen 9. See what Jesse does here with Ace 8.
Poker face Superman 3 betting to 25. Jesse making the call. And there's a king right there. Poker face Superman flopping top pair, top kicker.
Top.
The old TP.
Florida's the only call.
TPTK, as it were.
Yeah. TPTK gonna bet out there for 20. Florida's gonna call for 20.
Looking for a gutter ball.
Any 10, and just gonna end up folding the Ace 8 there. The 10.
The 10 hits. Florida gets the check mark. Poker face Superman not going to be happy about that one. Action is on him. He goes all in. Florida sizing her up, makes the call.
Yeah, and with the winner.
And there's another king on the river just twisting the knife. Poker face Superman making trips, but it is not going to be good enough.
Wow.
Florida with the king high straight. Poker face Superman with the $100 bill.
Getting some change.
Changing it up.
Okay, then you need to stop.
Now, Poker face Superman does inherit the button as a consolation prize.
But tell him to put his cards on 9 real quick, and then he can be whatever.
Gut reaction chase. Favorite movie.
A Scanner Darkly. Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Based on a novel by Philip K. Dick.
Mm.
It's got a lot of great actors in it.
Never even heard of it.
It's a Warner independent film. I studied film in college. And everybody asked me, "Oh, you studying film? What's your favorite movie?" And I never had an answer. So I sat down one day and I looked through the list of movies that I own because those are going to be the top contenders.
Mhm.
And I decided that one is going to be my favorite movie.
Mm.
Fantastic film. Every time I watch it, I get something new out of it. It's a rotoscoped, highly recommended. A Scanner Darkly.
Scanner Darkly.
Mm-hmm. What does a scanner see? Does it see clearly or darkly?
Mm. Did you ever have to watch Citizen Kane?
I did.
Feelings?
I did not watch it.
But you were supposed to?
Right.
Nice.
You know how it goes.
It's a black and white movie. What are you going to do?
And it's boring.
God, there's one black and white movie where it's like following a detective who killed somebody and he's like guilty. Well, he has a guilty conscience about it and he's like eating him alive.
Uh-oh.
Can't remember the movie though. I watched it in film class. My one film class, I tell you, it was great. Love that class.
Film classes are excellent.
You watch movies.
You watch movies, you write reports. We have to draw pictures.
Nice.
It's fun.
I'm trying to think. We watched Jackie Brown.
Sure.
What was another movie we watched? We watched The Outsiders. We had to watch a movie on our own.
Outsiders, yep.
Not The Outsiders.
The Warriors?
The Departed.
The Departed, sure.
Banger. Good movie. Loved it so much I talked about it for like an hour.
That's true. You're about to launch into it again, it sounds like.
Hmm?
No?
Oh,
I thought you were going to launch into it. You're going to talk about it for another hour.
Anytime you see an X in spoiler alert, anytime you see an X in the background of that movie, someone is going to die.
I watched Nosferatu a couple days ago. It's a remake of a silent film made in 1922.
It's an interesting movie.
It was fine.
I didn't mind it.
5 out of 10.
The Jesse going all in with the ace 8 here.
There it is.
Yeah, we'll get back to Nosferatu after this hand.
Raphael with the ace 10.
Still got. Oh no, George has already acted. This queen 3 suited, probably gonna fold. Florida thinking about the call with the Pyrenees here.
He's got the Pyrenees working for him.
Does call Barney.
Sniffs out a call here. Barney thinking about it as well with a 4 deuce.
Now, if Raphael can find a call here, he might be. How does he not have the best hand? How does King 9 have? Oh, more equity because not an ace is folded.
That's right.
Yeah, but does have the best hand pre-flop.
Correct.
So, yeah, he does. See if he can dip into that 600. Does make the call. Barney's going to end up folding. George folds. 3 ways. We do have side action, though, between the Pyrenees and the ace-10.
Let's see what happens. What develops in this crazy game gone mad?
6 of clubs, 5 of clubs, queen of hearts here. Raphael going to check it to Florida. Florida going to check back here. 6 of hearts on the turn. Effectively changing nothing thus far. Going to go check, check. 3 of hearts on the river. Raphael with a check mark here. Raphael almost surely going to be our winner with the first to 1,000 if he just can keep up his hot streak.
That's true. He is very close. And scooping 230 in profit in this pot certainly does help. That hot seat still running hot, running lava hot.
Raphael's running so hot, we've lost some of the players here. It's now coming off to hand number 32 here. Going to be six-handed currently. So we do have some open seats if any of these viewers are hoping to join in a 1-2 game. We got openings. Yeah. And we do have a 1-3 now running too, and I think a 1-2. I think we have 3 tables currently. Here, let me double check my whatever. Let me double check that. That's what I'll say. Wow, some good hands here. King, queen, queen 10, ace, king, ace 4.
He's an 8.
So we have the live stream here running. We have a 1-2 no limit hold'em running, and we do have a 1-3 no limit hold'em running. Our new 5 on the button. George does raise it to 50. Poke face Superman does make the call. King here would be killer. Look at that. I've spoken into existence. Commentator's curse. There is a king. Barney telling Raphael what he's folded. Queen 10. He would have had the straight. Now, if George can, I think, find a check here, I think he can get Poke face Superman to go all in for that 38. Honestly, I don't think he's getting away for 38. Man, oh man, Barney wishing he could have grabbed his hand from the muck and called. 7 of hearts, a blank. And the 10. Poke face Superman gets the straight on the river. Disgusting. Man, oh man. 9, 10, Jack, King, Queen. He would have even beat Barney's hand. He would have beat the Queen 10. That is nuts. That's disgusting. If you didn't know, also in the basal range is sucking out. Effectively in the basal range. Yeah, effective chip size there. Basil's never going to fold, or Poke face Superman's never going to end up folding there.
All right, we got the first 7 deuce of the night. Mr. Raphael in the hot seat, going to hit a flush.
Planning on it.
Yep, maybe.
You missed a crazy suck out there from Basil, from Poke face Superman. The Ace King versus King Queen.
Ooh.
River's a straight.
Ah.
And Barney flopped a straight, but
I
got
did.
beat.
I think I saw that one.
It was disgusting.
Disgusting.
George with another good start hand here, and good pre-flop hand too, or post-flop hand.
Yeah, Jorge does have the King 10.
He does. Jorge does.
Yep.
George definitely don't. Floating in between the two. Raphael is sticking around with the 7 deuce. We are not playing the 7 deuce game, but that does not affect
He's going to try and make that flush. I feel it in my bones. Let's see a 5. 5 of hearts. We got some window spectators over here. Mr. Jorge paying us a visit 15 minutes into the past.
So another 6 heading out. Brian with the, I thought Brian called there. See, Raphael keeps getting sticky with the 7 deuce.
And he does have a spot to raise here. A 6 may call, may float on the flop. Though out of position, a little bit less likely, and he does make the fold instead of getting aggressive.
We may not have it first to 1,000. Raphael dipped into his stack a little bit,
He sure did, didn't he?
which will happen playing poker.
That is the way it goes. The chips make their way around the table, like the ebb and flow of the tide.
It's a sign of the times.
And we're down to 7 players. Got a couple of seats open. This game does run after the live stream concludes. So make sure to come out if you got the itch to play some poker. This is a good game to jump on into.
If you're itching and burning to play some poker,
Ah, yes. Go put some ointment on it.
the ointment's called KoJack's. I hope.
Maybe the worst advertising campaign I've ever heard of.
Pokerface Superman with his favorite hand here.
He's going to raise it up. $15 to go.
I wonder if he has a favorite suit for it.
It might be diamonds, depending on how this hand goes.
I don't think he's gonna get any action.
And Florida out of there. Yeah, Pokerface Superman dragging a pot. It is $3 profit.
It's one of the first times I've seen him play as his favorite hand.
Yeah, he for liking it that much, sure doesn't play it a whole lot.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Queen 6. I'll raise it. If I get re-raised or if I get called and I'm just like dead on the flop, I'll slow down a lot.
Yeah.
I'll c-bet. If I get raised, I'm gonna fold. Giving away my secrets on live stream here
I don't know why you're doing that to yourself.
to all 114 of y'all.
Yeah, I don't know if it's secrets, if everybody can tell within 5 minutes of playing with you.
Well, then they're gonna pay me off when I actually do have it. And I'm betting the
Ooh.
same way.
Look at this, man. Reverse tells.
The Brunson fold.
Barney with the Jack-9 suited. That's a good one to have. Oh, Jorge with the 7 deuce out of there. Sorry with the ace tray.
Jack 10 moving over to Florida in a different suit variety. Went off the best hand, Queen 7. Not as strong as Queen 6. Actually less strong, believe it or not.
Less strong.
Sun chips, ooh, the garden salsa variety.
Like the garden salsa. You know what I had the other day? Flavor blasted goldfished, but the baked variety.
Good.
Very good.
Blasted with flavor.
Yeah, sticky to your fingers. Ooh, look at this. Ace, king, king, 2 hearts. Florida with the gutter ball, looking for a queen. I may go home and play a little poker. Actually,
You can be up here playing poker.
I do have a little cash.
Oh, sorry with the full house. The fullest of houses.
There's that ace.
His house is full of kings. Nice.
We'll see what happens later. You might see me on the felt, everybody.
Hopefully not felted.
Yeah, that is true.
Do Kim wishing all of us good luck. Thank you, Do.
Thank you, sir.
They all appreciate the table. Might be a little late for some of them though. They've already came and went.
That's right. Yeah, Mr. Kim, we're running a pretty good tournament on Saturday, as well as the Black Chip Bounty on Sunday. If you want to join, both of those tournaments will get you points on our road to Vegas, giving away 2 seats to the WSOP main event.
Saturday being the deep stack, Sunday being the black chip bounty.
That's
and
right.
Tuesday being the freeze out.
Brr.
It's cold in here. We're freezing out.
Yeah, it's not cold in here, but yeah, you're right.
It's cold out there sometimes.
It is hot in here. Yeah, do something about that AC situation.
I feel like that one just always running, never working.
Never working.
It's red.
It is.
What does that mean?
Not blowing heat, hopefully.
It's not working.
Yes, that deep stack tomorrow is going to be Saturday deep stack is going to be a good one. If you cash, you get points. Get enough points, play a single table tournament for a seat to the main event in Las Vegas.
So, deep stack just entails it's a deeper stack.
Correct. You start with a lot of chips.
Okay. So you get a lot of bang for your metaphorical buck there.
That's true.
A lot of poker for your dollar.
Yes, indeed. And Barney actually looking at a lot of poker. He's got a club draw.
Sorry, with the top pair and his kicker plays.
Kicker does play.
Kicker, I think his kicker will play.
I
no
think
matter
so.
what, unless he goes king.
That's possible.
No, he still will play.
Yep.
Quick math. So if this was 5 card, there would currently be a chance for a low. There would be a low.
Correct.
Nice. Yeah, I know, Booker. What? Okay, but what if the 6 pairs? No low? Okay. Raphael picking up a pair of 7s. Gonna be no good to both other hands pretty much, unless he picks up another 7 or maybe a 5. Whoa, Barney picking up the clubs.
Look at that. The flush on the river. He goes all in.
He's getting his kicks en route.
Getting his kicks on Route 66. Do in the chat saying, thank you, Chase and Aiden. Good watching it.
Appreciate you do.
With one picture of all 4 suits.
Oh, yeah.
My man.
Wow, the king folded. I didn't think the king would fold there.
It's a good fold.
Think if maybe he had last position, he might have called there. Closing the action, but he was not. Raphael behind him, of course, tacked.
Looks like he fixed it.
I just didn't break it. I dismantled it when you fixed it. I just took off the top part. It's one of those ones where every time I'm messing with a chip clip here. Every time you open it, it like turns to one side.
It's a paper clip.
It's a chip clip.
It's a clothespin.
Clothespin, probably. Do you call them push pins or thumbtacks?
Depends. Which one is it?
Ooh, hold on.
The flat ones are thumbtacks.
Which is weird. I always called the other ones. Yeah, it makes sense in retrospect, but I always call like the ones that stick out a little more thumbtacks, and the other ones are push pins. You just push it in.
Yep.
But
Uh-oh.
you push in with your thumb. Oh, wow.
We got a pot going on here. Jorge with the 7. Sorry with the 8s. Let's see the 9s. Come on, Brian. Nope. King 6. Raphael with the ace queen.
And 1 7 and 1 8 of both variety are folded, or not folded, in somebody else's hand, and potentially in the muck. One's in the muck.
Queen, 9, deuce. Raphael, top. 7s and 8s, no good. But Raph is going to bet. Barney with the queen 7.
Oh, wow. It does.
Going to make the call.
Best say any 7 is no good for him. He's drawn pretty slim here. George are going to raise it to 50. Getting some fold out of the weaker hands. I think Raphael is going to be a little harder, a little more hard-headed to get to fold here.
Yep, he's going to come along. Making the call for 35. Barney may have alarm bells going off here. Now, if I'm Raphael, I am calling, but I am uncomfortable with that call.
What about this all-in from Barney?
Now I am super uncomfortable. That screams set to me. Screams set of 9s. Jorge, not going to continue.
Does fold.
Raphael ahead, but we only know that because we can see the cards.
Barney has 1 out here, and it's a 7. Does wink at the camera like the office.
Okay, Jim.
It's easy to know, easy to play when you know what's coming.
And there it goes.
Barney
Puts the chips in the middle. Barney always smiling, even when he's behind.
been caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Barney drawn to a 7. Only 1 remaining. Is it? Wow, it hits on the river.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
George also in disbelief because he would have hit the set of 7s on the
Wow,
river.
the K7 makes everybody angry. What a hand to go out on. That will be our last hand. Unbelievable. Barney's chipping up. And that's what happens with the positive attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks again for joining us, everybody. We got the whole crew in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Got me, I'm Chase. We got Aiden over here, our IT guru, Dawson,
Hey.
coming in clutch.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for checking us out. We're going to be running a deep stack tournament on Saturday, and we've also got the Black Chip Bounty on Sunday. If you want to road to Vegas yourself, all the way to Vegas, make sure to join either of those tournaments. We're also going to be running the Freeze Out on Tuesday, another way to score points. Which one's your favorite, Aiden?
I like that Black Chip Bounty. I like the incentive to be a little aggressive, knock players out.
I love the play style of the knockout tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not playing the cards, you're not playing the boards, you're playing for that stack.
You're not even playing for the stack. You're playing for the bounty,
The
too.
bounty.
The bounty.
Well, thanks again for joining us, everybody. We'll be back next Thursday. I think we're going to try and do a 1-3 game, so we'll see what happens. It should be a lot of fun. We'll put the list up if anybody wants to join.